In the valley separating two warring armies, fear reigned supreme. The Israelite camp was paralyzed by the looming presence of a Philistine giant, a warrior named Goliath. His taunts echoed across the valley, challenging any man to face him in single combat. Goliath's challenge was simple, a duel to decide the fate of both nations. If an Israelite warrior defeated him, the Philistines would become their servants. If Goliath prevailed, the Israelites would be enslaved. Days turned into weeks, and still no Israelite soldier dared to accept Goliath's challenge. Fear had gripped their hearts, silencing any whisper of courage. The army was demoralized, their hope dwindling with each passing day. One day, a young shepherd boy named David arrived at the Israelite camp. He had come to bring food to his older brothers, unaware of the terror that had consumed the army. As David approached the camp, he heard Goliath's booming voice echoing through the valley. The young shepherd was taken aback not by fear, but by disbelief at the Israelites in action.
"Who is this uncircumcised Philistine," David questioned, "that he should defy the armies of the living God?" His voice, though young, carried a strength that belied his age. David's words reached the ears of some soldiers who scoffed at the audacity of the young shepherd. But his unwavering confidence intrigued them, and they brought him before King Saul. King Saul, weighed down by despair, listened to David with a mixture of disbelief and faint hope. "You are but a youth," he said, "and he is a man of war from his youth." David replied with unwavering resolve, recounting his past encounters with lions and bears while protecting his flock. "The Lord who delivered me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear," he declared, "will deliver me from the hand of this Philistine." Saul, moved by David's unwavering faith, reluctantly agreed to let him face Goliath. He offered David his own armor, hoping to provide some measure of protection to the brave young shepherd. But the armor was too heavy, too cumbersome for David to move freely. After taking a few steps, he knew that he could not fight in it. He removed the armor, choosing instead to rely on his own skills and the strength of his faith. With his sling in hand and 5 smooth stones in his pouch, David walked confidently towards the valley where Goliath awaited. He trusted in the Lord to guide his hand and protect him from harm. Goliath, seeing the young shepherd approaching, roared with laughter. "Ha ha ha ha! Am I a dog," he bellowed, "that you come to me with sticks?" He was insulted that the Israelites would send such a child to fight him. David replied with unwavering confidence, "You come to me with sword, spear, and shield, but I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied." Resolutely, "This day the Lord will deliver you into my hand," David declared, "and I will strike you down and cut off your head, and I will give the dead bodies of the host of the Philistines this day to the birds of the air and to the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth may know that there is a God in Israel." David ran towards Goliath, his sling whirling above his head. He reached into his pouch, grabbed a smooth stone, and placed it in the sling. With a flick of his wrist, David released the stone. It flew through the air with incredible speed and accuracy, aimed directly at Goliath's forehead. The stone struck Goliath squarely on his forehead, piercing through his helmet and into his skull. The giant staggered, his eyes widening in shock. With a mighty roar, Goliath crashed to the ground, his massive body shaking the earth. The Philistine army gasped in horror, their champion defeated by a mere shepherd boy. David ran towards the fallen giant, his heart filled with gratitude and relief. He knew that it was the Lord who had given him the victory. David seized Goliath's sword, and with a swift motion he cut off the giant's head. The Israelite army erupted in cheers, their fear replaced by jubilation. The Philistine army, seeing their champion dead, turned and fled in panic. The Israelites pursued them, routing their forces and claiming a decisive victory. David's courage and faith had saved his people from enslavement. He became a national hero, celebrated for his bravery and unwavering trust in God. David's story became a symbol of hope and inspiration for generations to come. It taught that even the smallest and most unlikely individual can overcome great obstacles with faith and courage. He understood that true strength comes not from physical might, but from unwavering belief in a power greater than oneself. His example would resonate through the ages, showing that faith could conquer fear. David's legacy wasn't only about defeating a giant, but about the unwavering faith that enabled him to do so. He demonstrated the power of inner strength and divine reliance. The valley that once echoed with fear now resounded with songs of victory and faith. David, the shepherd boy, had become a legend. His triumph over Goliath served as a constant reminder that no challenge is insurmountable when faced with courage and a steadfast belief in a higher power. So the story of David and Goliath continues to inspire, reminding us that even in the face of overwhelming odds, faith and courage can triumph. Let us all learn from David's example and face our own giants with unwavering faith and the courage to stand up for what is right.